You were saying you love this one because there's so much tension between Jacob and Edward.
Yep.
But you said Robert is such a nice guy, it's hard to really hate him. Right?
It was one of the most challenging things about filming this, was having to hate Edward.
Right.
Because I'm looking at Rob. And it was difficult. Every time we'd have like a shouting match, or he'd grab me on the shoulder or something, as soon as they called cut, we'd bust out laughing, or we'd ruin plenty of takes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jacob is he's a little ballsier in this one, right?
Yeah.
He knows what he wants and he's going after it.
Yeah. He becomes a little frustrated because he always gets so close. I mean, he kisses her this time. He becomes as close as you can get, but still gets told no. It's a tough situation. I definitely would not want to be in it.
Were you upset at all when the studio said there was no wardrobe budget for Edward? Or for Jacob, rather. Were you upset when the studio told you there was no wardrobe budget at all for Jacob?
Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to stay warm as well. When they said, sorry, we only have little jean shorts for you, I was like, really? Okay, I'll take them.
I know. Do you mentally, I mean, you have always been in such great shape, but are you, knowing that you are shirtless most of the movie, are you really just kind of like, okay, let me get back in this gym, and what are you actually doing to keep up that physique?
The same thing I did to put it on in the first place is, it's a lot of hours in the gym, and the most challenging part for me is the eating process. But the interesting thing is it's just as hard to maintain it, as it was to put it on in the first place, and I didn't know that. So we're busy like promoting these films, and I don't have time to get into the gym. I don't have time to eat, and I'll drop 5 pounds like that.
Really?
And it's pretty hard to put it back on.
And so what, are you just taking, just sweets or with you, or cake, or how are you staying?
Kind of staying away from the sweets and the cake. I wish that was my diet. But no, I mean, high protein.
High protein.
It's just, carbs as well, but eating a lot and very frequently.
Breaking Dawn, going to be 2 movies now. Happy about that?
I'm extremely happy about it. I couldn't have seen it another way. It's just, it's hard enough to condense 500 pages into, one movie. So condensing 800 would have just been too tough.